What's going on, everyone? Jack here from Half Chrome, and if you've been following the channel, you've noticed I've been flying these EXO drones, and people are asking, who are EXO drones? What's the difference between the two drones that we've been flying? Well, I want to tell you a little bit about that, the company EXO, the drones, and which one is better for you. So first, let's talk about the company EXO. Now, if you're not on social media, then you probably haven't heard of them. They have a huge push in terms of marketing on Facebook and Instagram and places like that. But basically, they don't manufacture drones. They rebrand and resell drones. They offer their own customer service. They are a US-based company, so they're based in, I believe, Salt Lake City, Utah. So if you have a problem with this drone, you contact them. You get to talk to somebody in the United States, and their customer service is known for being pretty darn good. Now, these drones are still manufactured in China. These EXO drones, the new ones, the good ones, this is the Mini Pro. We have the Blackhawk 2 Pro. Both of those drones are produced by Hubsan. Now, EXO and Hubsan have kind of made a partnership where EXO is doing all of the promotion, all the customer service, all of the quality control, and Hubsan is doing some engineering with the input from EXO. Now, I think that's a really good partnership. Hubsan has made really nice hardware for their drones. Their downfall has always been their software and customer support and things like that. So I think going forward, this is a really good thing for consumers. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is both these drones have the same camera. They both shoot 4K 30. They both have that 48 megapixel shot. They're on the 3-axis gimbal. They are identical in terms of picture quality and image quality and all of that stuff. So then it comes down to which drone is best for you. Now, I like this Blackhawk Mini Pro, but it does have some limitations. Now, the Blackhawk 2 Pro and the Mini here share the same camera. So on paper, you might think, well, I definitely want the Mini. It's a little bit cheaper. It's sub 250 grams. But there are some other things you need to know about both of these drones. One, the Mini just isn't as refined. It gets really hot. In fact, they added this plastic piece on the bottom because it does get super hot. So if you hand catch your drones, you need to keep this thing on or you'll almost hurt your fingers. And when you add this plastic guard, it pushes it up over 250 grams, which means it loses kind of all the advantages of being a sub 250 gram drone. Now, you can take this off, you can fly without it, but just kind of know that. This smaller Mini Pro is also lighter, and it gets pushed around in the wind a little bit. I was trying to line up some shots yesterday over the ocean, and it was just getting battered around. The larger Blackhawk 2 Pro definitely does better in the wind. It just feels like a more polished platform. It's a little bit more expensive, but it does have that. Now, this one has a slightly longer flight time. Now, they say 40 minutes. You're really going to get in the low 30s with this versus the other one. You're going to get in the upper 20s, low 30s as well. So, flight time is pretty comparable. But, both of these drones come in carrying cases. You can get multiple battery packages. So when you're trying to price them, and they are a little bit more expensive than, especially when they were offered as Hubsan quads, but they're more expensive than some similar drones. Now, they're not quite as expensive as DJI, but they're also not as polished as DJI. So that's something to kind of take into consideration. So which one of these is best for you? Well, that's really up for you to decide. I really like this one, but it does fall a little bit short. I would probably opt for the larger Blackhawk 2 Pro. It just feels more well refined. Plus, when I fly, I have to register anyway, because if I'm going to do it commercially, it doesn't matter if it's sub 250 grams. You do have to register those drones with the FAA. We're also doing some comparisons with some DJI drones, and we do have some people from EXO coming on one of our live streams, so you're going to make sure you want to check that out if you want to get some information from them there as well. Anyway, let's take a look at what you get if you buy either the Mini Pro or the Blackhawk 2 Pro. All right, let's find out what we have inside the box. This is the EXO Drones Mini Pro. It's the Blackhawk 2 Mini. See what we got. All right, so we're gonna start by opening up the top here, pulling out the bag. Now, this is a mini drone, meaning it's gonna check in under 250 grams. We will check that weight. We've got a nice carrying case here. That's solid. All right, so I like the carrying case. Let's take a look inside. All right, inside we've got the drone itself. This is basically the same thing as the Hubsan Zeno Mini Pro. which we did review. I like the hardware on the drone. It was early, so we'll see if this software is any better. So we'll set the drone off to the side. All right, we've got a charging brick. We've got a few extra batteries. Now I imagine there are multiple battery packs. You're definitely going to want at least one extra battery at a minimum. Looks like we got 2 extra batteries, one in the drone, total of 3. So that's really nice. We got the battery charging hub. That'll make charging a little bit more efficient. We've got some literature, some stickers. Okay, we'll set those off to the side. Some different cables. That's nice. Connect your remote to your phone to see what's going on. Some extra cables. I'm not a big fan of this case design. Kind of goofy to get the remote out. It's underneath here. Alright, we got the classic Hubsan style remote. Yeah, it even says Hubsan right there on it. Photos, videos, function button, gimbal wheel. This will slide out, phone will connect. We've got sticks in the bottom. Alright, seems like there's some other things up here. Alright, we do have some other things. Extra props, extra sticks, more cables, and a nice little screwdriver. Alright, let's take a look at the Blackhawk 2 here. Hold the prop holder in. Hold the prop front. Alright. We've got the camera on a gimbal here. 3-axis gimbal. We've got a cage protecting the sensors here in the bottom. It will unfold forward and back. Okay. Okay, the moment of truth. 0 the scale. Set her on there. 257 grams. That is 7 grams overweight. Maybe we take this little cage protector off. I think that should do it. That's a sensor guard. 252. This is 249. Let's see. Now my Xeno. Alright, this is my DJI Mini 239. I think this used to be 237. So I'm going to say I've got a 2 gram potential difference. Well, either way. It's pretty darn close. I imagine that's going to be good enough. There's obviously going to be some variations. Maybe some of this extra paint gave me a gram or 2. 52. Come on, let's re-zero. 252. 239. Actually, I do think I'm off 2 grams. So I'm going to say that's good. Good enough. All right, this is the EXO Blackhawk 2. Let's see what we get inside the box. All right, peel a little sticker away. Open her up. We've got a nice carrying case. Like that. Anything else in this box? Doesn't look like it. Let's just set that off to the side. Okay. All right. I do like this bag. It reminds me of the old Hubsan bags. I think this is a Hubsan product also. All right, what do we got here? All right, we have this drone. Wow, this looks like the old original Mavic Air. Obstacle avoidance in the front and in the back. Got some sensors on the bottom. This thing is a heavy old brick. Wow. Okay, arms fold out. Arms fold back. Battery on the top. Let's press and hold both sides. Pull off the gimbal cover. That camera is set back there. Let's compare if these are the same cameras, this and the Mini. Actually, I'm having trouble getting this little sticker off. Going too white if I pull that ugly seal off. All right, I'll leave it on. Got 2 extra batteries. That's nice. We've got, there's got to be battery chargers. Looks like a battery charging cable, micro USB cable, some odd cable, right angle USB cable, got a screwdriver, another battery charging brick thingy, another odd cable, some extra sticks. We've got some literature, some foamy piece, operating instructions, and a remote. This is the same remote as the other one. You can see Hubson on the top. Sticks will be down underneath inside of here. All right, I do like this case a whole lot more than the other one. Just easier to get this camera in and out. Sorry, easy to get the remote in and out. And yeah, nice little foldable drone. Solid. This thing is heavy. Got a nice fan there. Some extra sensors. Hubson and Xeno, EXO. So I think both of these EXO drones are good. I think they have really nice cameras. I think they could be competitors to DJI in the future. I think right now they're probably a little too close in price. They're not quite as refined, but you do get some of that US-based customer support, so that is nice. At the end of the day, you have to decide what is the best drone for you. If I was to choose one of these two, I would probably go with the larger EXO Blackhawk Pro 2. I just think it's a little bit more stable. It's not getting pushed around in the wind. You know, the Mini is nice. It has that sub 250 gram weight, but it just isn't quite there for me. Anyway, check out our website, halfchrome.com. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that bell so you get notified. Good luck, everyone, and happy flying.